Good morning, all. Today, I'm going to explain you about the part 3 of chapter 1, class 6th, representation of geographical features. In our previous classes, we have studied about what is geography, what is a map, globe, etc. And I think you all remember that. Now we are on the third part of our chapter, and this portion is called the elements of a map. The elements of a map are a compulsory component of a map. Without elements, our map becomes like an outline map. So it is very important to know about the elements of a map. There are 6 elements of a map. They are title, directions, scale, conventional signs and symbols, colors, key, and legend. These are the 6 important components of a map. Now, in your chapter, it is given in a very short form because this is a base for your chapter. Along with that, in your class 6, you only have to study about the basic things. So we'll study it in a brief. So let's start the first one, that is title. Title is an essential component of a map. It tells us about the subject of the map. What the map is about will be explained, or sorry, it will be given in the title of the map or on the top of the map, like political map of India, physical map of India, or political map of South America, North America, like that. It will be given as a heading. Now the second one is called the directions. It is also a very important component of a map. It helps us to find the direction. In most of the maps you can see on the side a square will be given where a compass will be shown, and there the directions will be written. So it also helps us to find the map and understand the map easily. The third portion is called the scale. The scale of a map means the ratio between the map distance and the ground distance. That means it is not possible to draw the exact country or a state or a place on a map. So it is reduced to a scale, or it is a miniature form of a place. And each and everything will be there, but in a miniature form or in a small form. So for finding, for if we want to show a lake, or if we want to show a river, it is not possible to draw the exact there, so it will be shown along with that a small scale will be, or distance sorry, the scale will be given. According to that we can understand it. That means the scale is a measurement used in a map, and if a map is there with a scale, that means that map is almost an accurate one, and it is drawn according to a measurement. Now the next portion is called the conventional signs and symbols. It is also a very important portion or an important thing of a map. So many colors are given, so many colorful signs and symbols are given in a map. We can say that in all the maps so many signs and symbols are given. The signs and symbols are used for explaining important things in a map, and some among them are accepted throughout the world. Worldwide acceptance is there, and some are made by the cartographers. Means while making the map, some important places they'll give in sign and symbol, and if the cartographer is giving his own signs and symbols, then it will be specified in a box nearby. That we can call it in as a key and a legend. In key and legend it will be shown. Then the colors used, there are some colors are accepted throughout the world, like dark brown, light brown, dark blue, light blue, green. All these colors are accepted, and when we see that, we can understand it's if it is a dark brown, it's a hilly area, like that. The dark blue for ocean, light blue for sea, like that. Some are there which is accepted throughout the world, and if some different colors are used by the cartographer, they used to give the specification on the side in the key and legend portion. Now the key and legend portion are index, which where the explanations of the colors, different signs and symbols used on the map will be specified. So these are the 6 important elements of a map. So which are the 6 important elements? They are, the first one is a title, then the second one is directions, third one is a scale, fourth one is conventional signs and symbols, fifth one colors, and sixth one is key and legend. I think all of you understood. Now we'll move to the next part. Every the 6 elements students, we will not discuss everything in detail, but some among them we will give more explanation. The first one is directions. There are four main directions. They are north, south, east and west. These four directions we call it as cardinal directions, and the remaining four, that is northwest, northeast, southwest and southeast, are called the intermediary directions. So this 8 directions together we can say that 4 cardinal directions and 4 intermediary directions. So this 8 directions helps us to find the exact location, exact place where it is located. If it is between the place is coming between north and east, we call it as northeast. If it is coming between west and south, south and west, we call it as southwest. Like that, it helps us to find the exact direction. Directions of two, they are cardinal directions and the intermediary directions. Now, what is the importance of a direction? It helps us to know about the movement of celestial bodies. Celestial bodies means stars, planets, moon, satellites. All these are celestial bodies. So this directions helps us to find the direction of celestial bodies. It helps to find our destination, where we have to go. When we travel in a car or in a bus, or when we travel from one place to another, it is very important to know about the direction. Our navy, our air force, our army, all these are based on direction. Means their activities are based on directions. Now, directions are important for the student to study about a map. It also helps a student to study about map. And not only a map, it helps the student to travel. It helps the student to understand his location properly with the help of a direction. Now, what are the things that helps us to find a direction? They are magnetic compass. It's an instrument which we can carry, which helps us to show the direction. It always points towards the north, so that if we get one direction, it is easy to find the remaining one. Then the another one is sunrise and sunset, also helps us to find the direction. The third one is pole star. Pole star is usually used at night to find the direction. Pole star is always seen on the north, so it also helps us to find the direction. Now, I'll give you an activity, or I'll show you an activity. A boy is trying to find the direction with the help of rising sun. You can watch that and you can try it in the morning. Let's see that. Directions. Look at the picture given. In the morning, the sun is rising. The direction in which the sun rises is called the east. The boy is facing the rising sun. He is facing the east. Behind him is the west. The sun set in the west in the evening. The boy's left hand points to north and his right hand points to the south. Remember, there are 4 main directions. They are, you can see, east, behind west, then north and south. The directions are opposite to each other. The east is opposite to the west and the north is opposite to the south. Every day the sun rises in the morning in the east and it sets in the west. Now, I think all of you understood about how to find the direction with the help of rising sun. Now we'll move on to the next portion of our chapter, that is scale on a map. What is a scale? We have already discussed. It's a measurement of a map. The ratio between the map distance and the ground distance is called the scale of a map. So this scale helps the map to make it accurate, so that we can find the distance of 2 places on a map. Now, what is this distance? It's an important component of our map, and it means the space between 2 places. And this distance, if it is long, we'll calculate in kilometers. If it is short, we'll calculate as in meter, centimeter, etc. So this distance and the scale is also very important for a map. And distance is the important component because it tells us about the distance between two places or the difference between the two places. And scale helps us to find the distance or find the accurate distance between two places. If the scale of a map is correct, we can find the distance very easily. I'll show you how to find in this video itself after finishing this portion. Now there are different types of scales are used in a map. Different types of scales. Three different types are used. One is called a verbal statement method. In a verbal statement method, it is the simplest form. We can say that it's the most simple form. 1 centimeter on the map is equal to 2 kilometers or 20 or 30 or 50 or 100 kilometers on the ground. Next one is a numerical fraction method. In this method, it will be written like a fraction form, like distance on the map by distance on the ground. For example, 1 centimeter will be written 1 centimeter by 20 kilometers or 40 kilometers. That means 1 centimeter on the map is equal to 20 or 40 or 100 kilometers on the ground. The next one is a graphical or a linear scale method, and this method is usually used in most of the maps, and it is considered as a simple form and the accurate form. And this is the way in which in your textbook itself the picture is given. You can see it here. It's of two parts. The first is called the primary division, and the division on the it's further divided into two small parts, the primary and the secondary division. The primary represent on the right side of the zero, that means it's on the right side of zero, and the secondary is in the left side of the zero. It's a graphical representation. We can see that 1 kilometers are also given. That means that small portion 0 to 100, 0 to 1, that small portion on the map is equal to this much miles. 0 to 4 is given like that. The calculations are given on the next side. That means the length can be calculated with the help of this scale. We can use the ruler also for finding the distance and with the help of this scale. So it is considered as the most accurate one, and how to find the scale I'll show you afterwards. Now the next one is conventional signs and symbols. You can see some signs and symbols given here for finding the international, state, district boundaries. We can use such type of lines, and different colors are also given, right? Red color, blue color, like that. Dark colors are given so that it is easy to find the state boundaries, the national boundaries, etc. And different types of this type signs and symbols are used, which is used throughout the world, and sometimes it is used only for that map. If it is used only for that map, it will be given on the side as key and legend. Otherwise it is internationally accepted, then most of the people who know to read the map properly, they can understand it easily. Now the last portion is the colors on a map. These colors are universal or accepted throughout the world. So the first one is green. It is used for forest and plain. Blue for ocean, river, sea and lake. Light brown for plateaus. Dark brown for mountain. And yellow is usually used for agricultural land. So these are the main important elements of a map. And I'll show you an activity or a small video in which the explanation how to find the scale or the distance between two places are given. So you can watch that. And now only one portion of the chapter is remaining. You can read that, you can understand that, and understand it clearly, learn the question answers, start learning the question answers. And in your next portion, I'll give you small activity of fill up questions, and that questions also you can write, you can learn. Some short questions will be given, you can write and learn in the last part of our chapter. I think all of you have finished your question answers, and let's watch the last video.
Well, a cartographer is a person who makes maps and charts. And the art or technique of making maps or charts is called cartography.
Wow! Did you make this map?
Yeah, I made this map.
Super cool! Hey Matt, why are there so many squares on this map?
Oh, these? Well, this is a grid.
Matt, what's a grid?
JC, a grid is basically a pattern of regularly spaced horizontal and vertical lines.
Hmm.
Grids help us to estimate areas and distances on maps.
Oh, area and distance both. But how?
JC, look at the map and tell me what's written on the bottom left side.
Ah, the scale is 1 centimeter is equal to 200 kilometer.
This is called a map scale.
Matt, what's a map scale?
This means that 1 centimeter on the map is equal to 200 kilometers on the ground. Basically, the side of one square measures 1 centimeter on the map and 200 kilometers on the ground.
Okay.
We need the help of the map scale to find the distance between the two regions.
Oh,
In short, we can say that map scale is the relationship between a unit of length on the map and the corresponding length on the ground.
okay.
JC, this scale is so accurate that you can even find out the distance between two cities using it.
Can we find the distance between Mumbai and New Delhi?
Sure, JC. Before that, let's find the distance on the map using this ruler. You have to place the ruler in between the two cities and find out the distance.
The distance is 6 centimeter on the map.
Correct, JC. Here, the length 6 centimeters stands for the distance on the map. So, the distance on the ground will be equal to the distance on the map multiplied by 200.
Okay.
That is 6 multiplied by 200, which is equal to 1,200 kilometers.
1,200 kilometers. Okay, so the estimated distance between Mumbai and Delhi is 1,200 kilometers.
Exactly, JC. Now let's find out the distance between other cities. And this time, you will help me.
Oh, sure, Matt.
Let's find out the distance between Srinagar and Thiruvananthapuram.
The distance between Srinagar and Thiruvananthapuram on the map is 15 centimeters.
Yeah, you are right.
Now, the estimated distance between them will be 15 multiplied by 200. That is 3,000 kilometers.
Well done.
So you have seen how to find the distance between two places on a map with the help of map scale. Now you can do this activity at home. In your atlas, one map is there of India, so you can take that, and most of the maps which is given in atlas is having scale. So with that you can find the distance of two places, and this is your activity which you can do. And stay home, stay safe, learn well. Thank you.